Welcome to Timebomb and Friends on SiriusXM.
All right, welcome to the show. We are back. This is Tim. I'm here with Matt, Lars, and Brandon. Rancid in the house. What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hello. To celebrate the 20-year anniversary of Out Come the Wolves, Rancid's going to be playing Out Come the Wolves from beginning to end. When I say beginning to end, I mean from Maxwell Murder all the way to The Way I Feel. And I got Rancid here in the studio to talk about it, what these songs meant to them, how did it happen, who was there, more importantly, who was not there. I was there.
I was there.
I was there too.
I was in the pit.
Brandon was in 7th grade. We're going to open a set as we open up the album, as we did in 1995, 20 years later. 999, Maxwell Murder.
Maxwell gets us in hell. This one you've been so near. Same old game that he's playing. His souls are never fair. Nobody wanna look back. Everybody wanna get out of that right one at a time. Where's the phone? Yes, I'm a phone. Let's name it a phone. Look at the crime. 999 if you really want the truth. Now 999 if you can say it through. He is Jack the Ripper. He's ordinary proof. Call in Maxwell Murder for you. Maxwell guy and his plan. He knows the job is planned. Drop rock before you bought it. Since Maxwell knows you got it. Nobody wanna look back. Everybody wanna get out. 911 at a time. Where's the phone? John Boone phone. Name it a phone. Look at that crime. 999 if you really want the truth. Dial 999 if you can say it through. He and Jack the Ripper. He's ordinary crook. Call in Maxwell Murder for you. Dial 999 if you really want the truth. Dial 999 if you can see it through. He and Jack the Ripper, he's ordinary crook. Call in Maxwell Murder for you.
It's Tim Armstrong from Operation Ivy, Rancid, and the Transplants. And this is my show, Tim Timebomb and Friends, exclusively on Faction. Okay, we're back with Rancid. 20 years ago, Out Come the Wolves. It's funny to think about it, that we're still all here. How'd that happen?
Friendship.
Friendship.
Good drugs. Prescribed by doctors. No, I mean, like, honestly, like, this is like, you know, when I listen to this record these days, and it's hard not to, like, think back when you're playing these songs to, like, the origins. And Maxwell Murder, I mean, I remember it was like a conscious thing. It was like, you know, we just kind of banged it out, and it's like, this is the first song. We knew, like, this is the first fucking song on the record. You know what I mean? I don't think there was really any debating that. And
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of mid-tempo songs we were writing, and some ska ones were happening, but we thought we'd open up with a real fast, tough one.
I don't think the bass solo came until we actually started recording it, correct?
Yeah.
No, that came later, and that was, you know, we recorded that bass and drums for a while. You guys doing scratch tracks and stuff, and then Tim had an idea of doing the bass solo, but we didn't get to it for a couple weeks. And I remember because after that you guys been doing guitars for a while, so he came in one morning when you could still like smoke in studios.
Yeah.
And I remember like smoking and drinking a cup of coffee, and then ran the track, and I did it, and then I did it one more time, and you guys were like, okay, you're done. That was it. That was pretty cool.
Was it something you wrote beforehand, or were you kind of ad-libbing on that
I
performance?
didn't really know what I was going to do.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like, here, do the bass solo here, and I just sort of let it fly in the right key.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of can do that kind of stuff all day.
Thank you.
Jerk.
No, it's true. He's always, I mean, you know, since we were kids, you've always been that good. As we're moving down the album, we open up a Maxwell Murder, and then we bring it down to a slower tempo. If I was guessing, it would be 11th Hour at a tempo of about 165 beats per minute. So we're going from real fast song, and then we bring it back. 11th Hour.
Questions fading and the wicked days come falling.
That was 11th Hour, second song on the record, but it was actually the last song we recorded.
The reason why that song is called The 11th Hour is because it was basically sung when we only had an hour left in the studio when we went to New York to finish it. And we flew on Easter Sunday to go there, me and you. Mm-hmm. We had 6 days or 7 days to finish the record, and that song was basically sung at 2 in the morning, and because we had to be out at 6 a.m. the next day, another session coming in, hence the name of the song.
We were finishing these songs and turned them in to Andy Wallace.
Yeah, because he was already starting to mix, and that's what gave Gurwitz the idea, why don't we just go to New York?
Exactly. Because
Andy Wallace was like, he was like, his schedule's booked out for, a year or whatever. So there was no way to push anything back. So Brett was just like, well, why don't we just give him the songs that we're pretty sure are done, and then we'll just keep recording. Because Jerry Finn had to leave halfway through the recording. And I don't really, Brett Gurwitz doesn't really get a lot of credit for the production on that record, but it wasn't really till Brett Gurwitz stepped in that room is when the record started really taking shape to what it is today.
I pretty much redid everything with Brett.
Yeah.
So Brett Gurwitz recorded the vocals.
Yeah.
So the next song we're going to play is Roots Radicals, and that was written about taking a bus everywhere because Lars and I didn't drive back then.
No, we didn't.
I mean, I still don't, and it was my respected bus, the 43, that drove up Solano Avenue into Berkeley, and your respected bus, the 60 bus out of downtown Campbell. Bensonato was out here all the time. This is Roots Radical. We're doing an Out Come the Wolves show to celebrate the 20 years of Out Come the Wolves. And this year, Rancid is going to be performing that record from beginning to end at a handful of festivals, I guess you call it. Yeah. We're doing some gigs.
Yeah.
Roots Radicals.
Took a 60 bus out of downtown Campbell, Bensonato. He was on there, he was waiting for me. While the punk rockers and the moon stompers were out on the corners where they're sparing for change. I started thinking, I started drinking. I don't really remember too much of that day. Something struck me funny when we ran out of money. Where do you go now when you're only 15? With the music execution and the talk of revolution, fits in me. When it goes, give on the boat, the roots are radicals. Give on the boat, I'm a radical. Give on the boat, the roots are reggae on my stereo. The radio was playing Desmond Deco was singing on the 43 bus as we climb up the hill. Nothing ain't coming but the reggae drumming, and we all come from one of them homes. I said, why even bother and pick up the bottle? Mr. Bus driver, please let his people on. Rude girl care was a miniskirt girl, my blurry bitch is on the pain wrong. With the music execution and the talk of revolution, pretending when it goes, give on the boot, the roots are radicals. Give on the boot, I'm a radical. Give on the boot, the roots are reggae on my stereo. On my stereo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Took the 60 bus out of downtown Campbell, Bensonato. He was on there, he was waiting for me. While the punk rockers and the moon stompers were out on the corners where the sparing for change. And the radio was playing, then the thicker was singing, and the 43 bus as we climb up the hill. Rude girl care was a miniskirt girl, my blurry vision saw nothing wrong. With the music execution and the talk of revolution, and pretending when it goes, give on the boot, the roots are radicals. Give on the boot, I'm a radical. Give on the boot, the roots are reggae on my stereo. Give on the boot, the roots are radical. it's midnight, some roof is down. 3 shots right out of here and dead. The new king is crowned. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac. Yeah, the poison time bomb. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac. Yeah, the poison time bomb. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac. Yeah, the poison time bomb. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac. Yeah, the poison time bomb.
Hey, this is Tim Armstrong on Faction. Tim Timebomb and friends, man. It's like a worldwide musical block party. And you're all invited. That was Timebomb.
One of our more obscure tracks.
And the next track in Out Come the Wolves is Olympia. And what really inspired the song, I just wanted to have a song that I said, hanging out with Lars. That's where it started from.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. And I was like, all right, hanging out with Lars. That's got to be in a song for some weird reason. I don't really know what that's all about.
Because that's all we did, homie.
That's what we did, homie. We just hung out all the time.
That's all we did.
So we did. And then once we said, okay, song's going to be about hanging out with Lars.
It was that time when I went out to New York to visit that girl, and you were going to be out there with Stormy, our booking agent. And the girl I went to go see, full on, like, I spent the night once, and then it was totally dissed. So Tim's like, come over to my hotel. You can just sleep on the floor. And she had this shitty ass, like, guitar. And Tim had his acoustic with him. And we went down to the pier by the aircraft carrier down there. Remember there? Mm-hmm. We walked down. We were in New York. And we wrote that song. Basically, we put it on the handheld recorder, remember? Mm-hmm. That's where it started. Because that's where we were. We were in New York. And we went to go see, on that trip, we went and saw Bikini Kill. Mm-hmm. Was it the Continental?
That's right.
And we were in the Lower East Side before it was all yuppified. Mm-hmm. The Puerto Rican dudes were staring at us, calling us El Diablo and shit because you had your mohawk, and I had, like, the spiky red hair or whatever. And we were trying to find the club, and literally, like, this is what we would do. We would always kind of wander into these sorts of situations.
Yeah.
And luckily we got kind of out of that.
So the song was really written about us wandering into situations.
Exactly. Because, we did play fucking pinball up there, we were up there, 52nd and Broadway. That's where where we were staying. So, it's all,
It's a fun song to play, man. It never gets boring because there's 3 verses. There's a lot going on. Everyone's got their little bits. And it's a song I look forward to playing to this day. Run the rhythm, Kevin.
Like the devil, there was something burning deep inside of me. Ran into the Puerto Ricans. These girls took us to the fun house where we played a lonely pinball machine. Hanging on the corner, 152nd and Broadway. The cars passing by, but none of them seem to go my way. In New York City, I wish I was on the highway back to Olympia. I'm having a hard time understanding. It gets harder to manage. She's all cool and I'm stranded. Something burning deep inside of me. All I knew, it's 4 o'clock and she ain't never showed up and I watched 1,000 people come from work. Passing by, but none of them seem to go my way. New York City, I wish I was on the highway back to Olympia. everything. Something burning deep inside of me. Running to third Puerto Rican. These girls took us to the 40s. I don't wanna be alone again. Hanging on the corner, 152nd and Broadway. A car's passing by, but none of them seem to run my way. New York City, I wish I was on the highway. Back to Olympia.
All right, that was Lock, Step, and Gone. And we're going to talk about Junky Man.
Junky Man is probably my favorite ever Rancid song. For the record, done, out. I just wanted to say that, okay?
When you think of Junky Man, Lars, and I want to say think of it, do you get a visual? Do you see
100%.
What color do you see when you play the song?
Purple and green. Well, no, because, I mean, you know, that's such a sad story. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, because we knew guys like that. That's, I mean, every one of our songs has to do with reality and or something we've experienced. So, like, Junky Man, that was like, you know, how many kids do we know went out like that? Water, 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 I desire. Parents' house is on fire. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like, that's some real shit. I mean, that's why it speaks to me, because, I mean, I know you were there.
Yeah.
You know, I was there. That's why it rings so much truth for me.
All right, so this is Junky Man.
Rivers on Babylon. Oh, I should have up and bring on the brightness. See the sword I got is forming up and I see a likeness. The colorize the lunacy, the misery is showing. When you're brought up, you're caught up in a system that is going. No one else, no one takes that gun from you. No one else, no one takes that gun from you. No one else, no one takes that gun from you. Junky Man, tell me what your story is. 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 What do I desire? Some Paris house is on fire. Oh, slowly the house gonna burn to the ground. The neighborhood will watch without a sound. Will someone be a witness, please? Tell me that's crazy, but he's not a man or that they can't get him. He's not crazy. Beat him like I'm not gonna take away his authority. They hit him, ship him, club him, something to come for it. No one else, no one takes that gun from you. And no one else, no one takes that gun from you. And no one else, no one takes that gun from you. Junky Man, tell me what your story is. Junky Man, tell me what your story is. Junky Man, tell me what your story is. Junky Man, tell me what your story is.
My hand went blind. You were in the vein, clairvoyant. You were in the vein, clairvoyant. My hand went blind. I make love to my transistor, and my transparent sea. From the balcony, I looked out on the big field. On the big field, it opens like the cover of an old Bible. And out come the wolves. Out come the wolves. Their paws trampling the snow, the alphabet. I stand on my head, watch it all go away.
Burn up and short enough and bring on the brightness. See the sword I got is coming up and there is a likeness. The tunnel like the lunacy, the misery that's showing. Or brought up and you're caught up in a system that is going. No one else, no one takes that gun from you. No one else, no one takes that gun from you. No one else, no one takes that gun from you. Junky Man, tell me what your story is. Junky Man, tell me what your story is. Junky Man, tell me what your story is. Junky Man, tell me what your story is.
Tim, Timebomb, and Friends. Exclusively on Faction. That was Junky Man. We're back with Rancid. This is the Out Come the Wolves show. Out Come the Wolves is 20 years old. I got the band in the studio. We're talking about it. We're breaking down the songs.
Well, Listed MIA is next on the list. You know, personal song. Growing up and being punk and being an outsider and stuff, not feeling like you fit in or whatever, but fighting for your way out. That's kind of what that track is, you know? You know, I just think I go back to that place of, like, getting the fuck out, you know? Because it was, you know, music was like the sort of, the escape, you know? Because you're living in this fucked up kind of environment, you know what I mean? You don't really realize it's fucked up until you're out of it. You know, I'm checking out, man. I'm checking out of this fucking world, and I'm going to go fucking create my own world. And that's kind of what we did with this band in a lot of ways, you know? Michael Rosen once said one time, Rancid's like a pack of badgers. You attack one of them, you attack them all. And 22 years later, it's still the same fucking way. So go fuck yourself, Kevin.
All right, this is Listed MIA. We'll be back after this.
bedroom wall. Having a party up next door, but I'm sitting here all alone. Two lovers in the bedroom, and the other started to shine. Oh my God, it's this blank stare, and I can't cloud it all. Destination now, Ruby, 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 Soho. Destination now, Ruby, 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 Soho. He's singing, and she's there in the hand. He's seen his name on the marquee, but she will never understand. Once again he's leaving, and she's there with a tear in her eye. Embraces with a warm gesture, it's time to say goodbye. Destination now, Ruby, 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 Soho. Destination now, Ruby, 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 Soho. Ruby's heart is beating, 'cause she knows the feeling is gone. She's not the only one admitting there's something wrong. Her lover's in the distance as she wipes a tear from her eye. Ruby's fading out, she disappears, it's time to say goodbye. Destination now, Ruby, 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 Soho. Destination now, Ruby, 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 Soho. 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 Ruby, 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 Soho.
All right, that's Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho was a track that could have been a ska song, but turned out kind of punky. We're singing about reggae. Some of these songs, I felt like they were flirting with ska. They could have gone ska, and it didn't go ska, but it does. It has that kind of like side stick breakdown verse that kind of sounds ska to me, but it's not.
Well, I think in that whole way that you described that, you named like 10 new Interrupters records. Flirting with ska.
Kevin just wrote down his next 10 records.
I realized it's like he said a lot of really cool ska-isms. You know what I mean?
The verge of ska.
The verge of ska. Flirting with ska. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
Loving ska. Side stick with ska. You know what I mean? But you're right, no. Seriously. But I mean, that was always an element of us, though, too. I mean, we loved all that kind of shit. You know, we had a history with all the reggae, the blue beat, the fucking ska, skinhead reggae, fucking, you know, punk and hardcore and
I mean, you always
boy and
you were wearing like the Reggae Got Soul shirt you made yourself during that
Yeah.
time period.
yeah, Toots Maytals, man. I mean, we loved all that shit. I mean, you know, but that for us was our culture and that was our thing. We all came from that place. I mean, you guys are doing it not by me. Fuck, I mean, for Christ's sake, and doing your own thing. So, I mean, it was only a natural progression that we were going to go that way anyways, because you can't really, like, hide your musical loves. So, I just think that, you know, what we did with it is we made it our own style. Like, The Clash made it their own style. Like, Stiff Little Fingers made it their own style. Like, you know, the Upstarts, when they attempted the reggae stuff, they made it the fucking their own style. You know, I mean, and that's what I think is very important, you know, is that we actually brought our thing to it. You know, it's not, I'm not going to say it was different and unique, but we were more like the two-tone shit than like the original ska. We were more like rock and roll, but, you know, Roddy Radiation was a rock and roller. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. To me, it didn't really seem all that far off to have those sort of influences.
Right. So, if Ruby Soho almost went ska, this next song definitely...
That's what I'm trying to say, dude. Like, almost went ska. You know what I mean?
That'll be the name of my autobiography.
Yeah, almost went ska by Kevin Vavona.
Forward by Larry Ferguson.
Yeah.
The follow-up book will be Oh, hell yes, I did go full ska. I went full ska.
Yeah.
Truth be told,
Yeah.
I went full ska.
Yep.
But Ruby Soho was almost ska. This next song. This next song went full ska.
Yeah.
Day City Train.
He was an artist and a writer and a poet and a friend. In a man's life, he will take a fall, but how low he goes, it just depends. Yeah, he shooting dope in the bedroom at the station. Daly City Train. Have you ever seen an angel? Well, I know I have. See, they'll stay here for a while, then they fly away. Jungle and a bears and a Salvador. But when they roll the dice, you know they never thought twice about being here. Jungle and a bears and a Salvador. But when they roll the dice, you know they never thought twice about being here. Some grow up and some grow old. But what about the kid who never learned the rules? Spent all these years on this earth. When you look back, it's just a flicker of time. Jacker was one of the ones that perished. Yeah, he was one of the ones that was already saved. Through all this evil and wreckage, yeah, he maintained a sense of himself. Yeah, Jungle had a beer in his hand, a Salvador. But when they rolled the dice, you know he never thought twice about being here. Jungle had a beer in his hand, a Salvador. But when they rolled the dice, you know he never thought twice about being here. Taking some men on prisoners that walk the streets at night. All the men who got the lockdown on free as a bird fly. How a boy out and a scissor to end. He had a one-way line, a message could not say in there. Jungle had a beer in his hand, a Salvador. When he rolled the dice, you know he never thought twice about being here. Jungle had a beer in his hand, a Salvador. When he rolled the dice, you know he never thought twice about being here. Take that song, Mr. DJ. Take that song, Mr. DJ. Take that song, Mr. DJ. All you wanna hear is rock and roll tonight. Take that song, Mr. DJ. Take that song, Mr. DJ. Take that song, Mr. DJ. All you wanna hear is rock and roll tonight.
Welcome to Timebomb and Friends on SiriusXM.
What's up, everybody? We're back. This is Tim, and we are here with Rancid. This is going to be Out Come the Wolves 20-year anniversary show, Side B. Going to open up a journey to the end of the East Bay, and you're hearing Matt Freeman's bass line as we speak, and he is here to talk about it after this track.
reconciled to the belief, consumed that sacred ground for me. There wasn't always a place to go, but there was always an urgent need to belong. Yeah, all these fans and all these people, all these friends, and we were equals. But what you gonna do when everybody goes on without you? To the end, our journey to the end, to the end, our journey to the end, to the end, to the end, our journey to the end. Started in 87, ended in 89. We got a garage, and every play anytime. It was just the four of us, yeah, man, the core of us. Too much attention on a board of it destroyed us. 4 kids on tour, 3,000 miles in a photo car, not knowing what's going on. You got a million years, a torn out like this. Hell no, no premonition could have saved it. To the end, our journey to the end, to the end, to the end, our journey to the end, to the end, to the end, to the end, our journey to the end. Maddie came from far away, from New Orleans and the East Bay. He said this is a Mecca. I said this ain't no Mecca, man. This place is fucked. 3 months go by. He had no home. He had no food. He's all alone. I said throw him one, shame on you. Said for me twice. He went back to New Orleans. To the end, our journey to the end. To the end, to the end, our journey to the end. To the end, to the end, to the end, our journey to the end.
It's Tim Armstrong from Operation Ivy, Rancid, and the Transplants. And this is my show, Tim Timebomb and Friends, exclusively on Faction. We're back. That was Journey to the End of the East Bay, and we're here at Rancid to talk about Out Come the Wolves' 20-year anniversary. Matt Freeman, that's one of my favorite bass lines that you've ever put down on wax.
Thank you very much.
Give us a little insight on the birth of a bass line.
I don't know. I think it sort of came around like every Rancid song, or you're playing the chords, and you're like do something here, do sort of like some sort of melodic bass intro thing.
I remember saying, this song's about the East Bay. Come up with the most East Bay bass. I mean, I throw things out there that only you, I think, understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And I try to talk to other bass players this way, and they get nervous. But you seem to handle my eccentric ideas okay.
I think it was just like a combination of like all kinds of sounds out of Gilman Street and like a bunch of different bands at the time. It's just, I don't know, it just sort of came out.
Because the East Bay has a lot of melodic bass players.
Yeah. David from Neurosis, Pete Ribbons from Original Crimshine, and Dave Chavez from
Verbal Abuse.
Thank you, Verbal Abuse. Who all those bass players. Code of Honor. All those bass players were, well, they still are, extremely impressive. Like, you had to sort of bring it if you were a bass player at that time. I mean, it was really, I mean, we're all friends and stuff, but it was, so I don't know, it was like a combination of all those guys' styles, maybe. I don't know, got it from somewhere, but that's sort of how it came out.
Moving down the record, She's Automatic.
The way that she moves, well, I was aroused, empowered and passion by every move. It's so cold outside, we need a place to hide. Going to the club to buy half of the night. She's automatic, so automatic. The way that she moves, the way that she moves. She's automatic, so automatic. The way she moves. The situation's so tricky, I was feeling so proud. The bass and the drums, the music so loud. She asked me if I was there. Shit's so mistaken, I get anxious around her. She put her head on my shoulder, started to hold her, swinging and swaying, the morning begun. She's automatic, so automatic, the way that she moves, the way that she moves. She's automatic, so automatic, the way she moves, yeah. I see 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 the way she moves.
That was She's Automatic, and we're moving down the line to Old Friend, ska song. To me, this sounds like this could have been, and it's getting confusing, but we have songs like Ruby Soho that flirted with ska. This song could have been an Oi song.
Easily.
You know, it's got the Oi-ish lead played by Lars Fredriksson.
Well, I think a lot of our songs could translate into different fucking things, you know? I mean, and I think, you know, later on, also, we also tried certain songs in different styles just to see if it fucking worked. I mean, look at Evil Is My Friend on the new record. I mean,
right.
You know, that was kind of written as like a street punker, and then, you know, then it became like a ska thing. And thank God it did, because that's what, you know, it is. But I mean, you know, I think a lot of our songs, you know, have ska tendencies.
I'd be ignored. Say goodbye when you see me sign. Now I'm cruising by. Gonna get away. No, reason for me to stay. But I'll come back another day. Get on the bus and ain't got no money. Driver said that ain't enough, man. I said, what the fuck you talking about? Say goodbye when you see the sign. Now I'm cruising by. Show me numbers and I understand. You're fucking all of your burning wick. Two sides coming so quick. Say goodbye when you see me sign. Now I'm cruising by. Oh, what the papers say. Caught up in it to so real. Face well, we dropped the bomb. Haha, yeah, Tim man has paid all along.
Hey, this is Tim Armstrong on Faction. Tim Timebomb and friends, man. It's like a worldwide musical block party. And you're all invited. All right, we're back. We're with Brian Cullen. What's up, Brian?
You guys are getting ready to play And Out Come the Wolves in its entirety. I mean, it's got to be a trip for you guys. It's been 20 years since you did that record. Does it bring up a lot of emotions?
Yeah, I've cried a lot.
Yeah. There you have it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's funny because when you dig in to some of these songs, there's obviously, at the time for us, when we were making that record, it was us kind of against the world. And we were very insular, and still are to this day, I should say. But I mean, so to be able to kind of like do these songs, you sort of get like the same emotional feeling as you did when you were singing it the first time or playing it the first time or whatever. And, you start smelling the smells, whatever it was. It's just weird shit happens. Like your subconscious sort of kicks into overdrive, and you're just kind of like, fuck, I remember when we sat at that little part of the room in the rehearsal studio and wrote this song. We were sitting on the floor writing the lyrics out on a big sketch pad with a Sharpie, and I remember the Sharpie ran out right there in that lyric. Like just shit like that, like the little details that you would never like think that would be sort of in your mind all of a sudden come out, and you're just like, oh yeah, fuck, there you go.
Playing it from front to back. Somewhere around the War's End and the Don't Care Nothing, it starts feeling like it's like a concept record, like it's a rock opera.
Yeah, I can see
does.
that.
I don't know why, it just does. It's like, I feel like it has like a theme to it. It comes apparent to me 3/4 through it, like, wow, this is kind of like a theme record. I'm not saying we go to Broadway with it, not that. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that it has a certain theme to
Bette
it.
Midler as Lars Fredriksson.
Little Sammy was a punk rocker. His mother never understand him. Went into his room and smashed his Billy Bragg record. Didn't want him to hear that communist lecture. Little Sammy was a punk rocker. His mother tried to take him to war.
All right, we're with Brian Cullen. Cullen's with his kid right now.
Can you say rancid?
That's awesome.
My boy loves rancid. He rocks his rancid shirt, and he digs rancid and not Ivy. He's 2.
That is so cool.
Start him young.
Yeah.
So I know you guys, when you recorded Let's Go, I know you guys did that entire record in 5 days. What was it like when you did And Out Come the Wolves? How long was the recording process, and what was that like?
Because we recorded Let's Go in 5 days, and it was produced by Brett Gurewitz, who moves fast, we thought we could record our new record, And Out Come the Wolves, maybe be lavish and record it in a month. And we had young producer Jerry Finn. He never produced anything before. He'd mixed the big Green Day record, but and we were a month into the record, and Jerry had to move on to the next record, which is Jawbreaker. He put the 2 records back to back, and the record wasn't done. The vocals were barely even just started, and we had a whole record to sing, and we ran out of time.
What happened once you guys were out of time and you still had all these vocals to do?
So we ended up like recording it as we were mixing it.
Sounds like in a way that the chaos sort of helped make the record what it became. Like, it sounds like the fact that you guys were kind of had your back up against the wall sort of actually wound up working for you guys in a weird way. That pressure, right?
The pressure, I can't even believe we finished it.
Yeah, and not to mention the whirlwind of 18 months before that of putting out like the first record, then we went on tour, then we put out Let's Go, and then we went on tour, and we were touring up until the point that we went into the studio pretty much and did Out Come the Wolves. So we were on there for like, it was like this crazy thing for 2 years. I mean, we were just working constantly.
Yeah.
So it never really stopped.
Congratulations on a 20-year anniversary, a classic record that just is timeless, man. One of my favorite records, and start to finish, I don't feel there's a bad song on there. It's been really cool to get to talk to you guys about what went into recording it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thanks for making me a part of the show, as always. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the tapes of you guys doing this record.
Thanks, Brian. Bye.
Bye.
What did they for? I saw a man on a string. He's a dancer of a sunny. He moves so slow like a dying train, like a machinist who got caught in a machine. I told his lady and she was crying. She said it's hard when someone you love is dying. I saw his kid's about 5 years old. He's in a park all alone, it's cold. She's barely alive. She's all haggard, short at 25. She said she's never had a friend before. I said, hey girl, I'll be your friend, but who's keeping score? I saw this other little girl on the phone. Her mother's come with her from far, far from home. The little girl's very hesitant. Her best friend lied dead on the pavement. Back on the hill, looking down at the landfill. I'll go there when I can. My friend Marty said, Tim, you're a lucky man. As wicked as it may seem, as wicked as anything could be, as wicked as it may seem, as wicked as anything could be. change a step aside. It's all for you that took you by surprise. The sun's coming up, yeah, new dawn arrives. A generation standing stand with anger in their eyes. No love in the city, cause there's no connection. Stricken by disease, a racial infection. I'm a battery man, coming through to you. In every alleyway, on every avenue. Oi, oi, oi! Ashes sort of fear that we suffer. People say a kid don't understand each other. He's a different color, but we're the same kid. I treat him like my brother, he'll treat me like his. Well, an eye for an eye, yeah, tooth for a tooth. Brother against brother, should be singing with the group. The inner city's burning, yeah, it's screaming black and blue. The power and the passion of a million youth. I'm a battery ram, coming through to you. In every alleyway and every avenue. Oi, oi, oi! I feel at the prime, yeah, the prime is you. Yeah, see us coming and there's nothing you can do. He's a different color, but we're the same kid. I treat him like my brother, he'll treat me like his. Of all the blood that spills, of all the guts that fly, the media paints a picture that stains all our eyes. Pits of dogs against the cats, now who is responsible for the power and the issue? The force is unstoppable. I'm a battery man, coming through to you. In every alleyway and every avenue. Oi, oi, oi! Oi, oi, I'm a battery man, coming through to you. In every alleyway and every avenue. Oi, oi, I'm a battery man, coming through to you. In every alleyway and every avenue. Oi, oi, oi! Pick me back up just to throw me back down. Apologies too late when you're up against a wall. Compassion heals while duplicity kills. You say that I'm different, you say that I'm different. The only thing different is the way I feel about you. You moved up the ladder at very rapid speed. Oh, we moved methodic chain calmly. When you got to the top, you see enemies. Oh, you say that I'm different, you say that I'm different. The only thing different is the way I feel about you. If I knew back then what I do now, it would all turn out like this. I'd sit back and I'd watch you squirm. Cause you say I'm different, you say I'm different, man. Oh, the only thing different is the way I feel about you.
that was The Way I Feel, and this has been the Outcome of the Wolves 20-year anniversary show with Matt, Brandon, Lars, and Kevin, and me, and we'll be back next week.